people hating you.
Yeah, so the fan culture needs to change. I'm not gonna say BTS because I don't want to be at that. Hey guys, welcome back to DKDKTV, and we have a special guest today, Subini. She's our K-pop idol expert, and she's going to be answering your most important questions about K-pop and the industry and idol life, etc. I got your questions via Instagram. If you want to participate in future videos, go follow me on Instagram and Subini as well, and submit your questions.
Maybe if you guys have more questions, we might make a part 2.
Yeah, and let's go right in. Okay, can an idol boss his or her manager around?
Usually we don't, because word gets around pretty fast.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because if you start doing that, the manager is gonna be like, oh, so and so is really like 싸가지.
Even if they're your manager, they will spread those rumors.
Yeah.
What if you get super popular?
If you get super popular, I feel like you'll rather get like super close with your manager. So I don't think you'll like, maybe like 장난치게, not like serious.
Yeah, because like sometimes I see like superstars with their managers like coordinating like secret dates. They buy stuff for you. Next question: do idols make money when they are not on schedules? No. By contract, you're not allowed to.
Well, you can't really. Yeah, especially you can't do like a job or anything. A lot of idols do it like secretly if they are really struggling.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like what kinds of jobs?
Like, I know people who've worked at 편의점.
Really?
Yeah, I know people who've done like actual like labor and stuff. Like your face isn't really shown. And there's a lot of idols who do like jobs on the side, but it's a secret from the company. Because you have like your reputation or like your image, and you don't want to be seen doing that. But I do know a lot of idols who do separate jobs.
Like, how do they have the time to do that though? Like and energy?
Because sometimes a lot of companies, when we're not doing schedule or like the idols don't do well, they'll just kind of like leave the idols, you know what I mean? We've seen many cases like that. So that's when the idols are like, oh my god, like I need to start eating, like I need to take care of myself. So they will do that. It sucks though, because that's the thing that entertainment should be doing, but sometimes the entertainment people don't take good care of you.
I have a follow-up question. What about YouTube? I notice a lot of idols have YouTube channels. How would the revenue?
Usually it's 50-50.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, like if you get a good deal, it's 50-50, or the company will just be taking care of everything. But I think it really depends on what contract you sign. But I know people who do 50-50.
Do you know some idols who kissed each other? I mean, that's gonna be a secret even if she knows.
Yeah.
But do you know some people?
Yeah.
Oh,
I know, because a lot of idols, they just like drink, you know, or like, or, like they go drinking together, and then like I've heard like,
they get drunk, tipsy.
They get drunk, tipsy, all the other stuff.
Wow, just like normal people. Oh.
Yeah.
Dang.
Idols are humans too.
Next question. Do people hate Blackpink because they're under YG Entertainment?
I don't think so, but some people might think they get like more of an advantage, maybe. But I do think that Blackpink in general is just so talented that I feel like despite whatever company they would have been, even if it was a small company, I still think that they would have done well.
Right. Me too. I noticed that Blackpink is just like, they made their own reputation. It's bigger than YG itself. So people are like, even if YG is tied to like those drug allegations, whatever, it's just like Blackpink's Blackpink, YG's YG. But in the future, I'm not saying if this is happening, but if there would be a controversy upon Blackpink or whichever YG group, then the YG name would be dragged in that situation. Yeah. I could see that.
Yeah.
Why is dating taboo?
Dating is a taboo because a lot of like female fans are fans of guy idols because they think that they have a possible chance of dating them.
Really?
This is like,
do they really exist?
100% serious.
Delulus?
Or they want to get attention from these idols, right? So that is the reason why if once like a dating thing happens, then fans will fled to like to different idol groups. So that's the reason why it's just kept in secret. And that's probably the only reason. It's a lot different because in the States, if two stars, they were like, hey, good, like they're in love. Yeah. But like,
they even get more famous.
It sucks because idols can be in love too. Idols can have feelings for other people, but I feel like everything just has to be kept like low key, because then you'll get like people hating you.
Yeah, so the fan culture needs to change. The Delulus are the problem.
The fans.
Yeah. K-pop has some obsessive fans. Yeah. Okay, next question. If you live in a dorm, how much furnishings are yours and what is already provided?
Usually the bed's there, a washing machine's there. Also like cabinets for clothes and like hangers and stuff. Usually when like new members come in, they'll either like ask what you need and stuff. Also, they pay for like detergent and stuff like that.
I mean,
as
of
well.
course.
And shampoos. But shampoos, most of the times girls are a little bit picky because they don't like using like one altogether.
Yeah, Head and Shoulder.
Yeah. So everybody has like their own stuff, but usually they furnish it pretty well.
So the basic furniture, it's all provided, but like your own personal
like
taste.
skincare and like other things, it's all you.
Okay, so you can't ask the company like, I want this type of cosmetic. You know, can you buy it for me? No.
No.
Oh no. Next question: do leaders gain more money than the other members?
No.
No.
They get paid the same. They're just better at communicating. They're mostly like older, so the members will listen to the leader more, which is the reason why most of the times the leader is the oldest member. But there are people who are younger too.
Right.
But it does cause conflict because
really?
we just get in fights because it's like when you're in a serious situation, if someone's younger than you and they're saying or the boss is saying something to you, 기분이 안 좋으니까. Yeah, especially in Korea because formality is always there.
Okay, next question: do idols go in knowing they might not make it big? Even if you know the risk,
I think so. I think some idols go into it thinking, I just would be okay with just being like even. Like if I do a couple of shows, I'm making like a little bit of money.
Right.
You know, a lot of idols think it that way. I don't think they think it through of how much debt you would have initially.
Right.
Because the debt is crazy. With 1 or 2 comebacks, you literally have like 100K, like, you know, 200K on your debt, which means that you would have to work immensely to pay that off. A lot of idols just go into it thinking, hey, like if it works out, it works out. At least I'm doing what I love. I feel like idols have that mentality, which is the reason why there is so many companies and so many idol groups, is because they go in with probably different mentalities.
Right. And I've heard of outrageous stories, like some people, I mean, usually the idols get scouted when they're in high school, middle school even, and in those situations, these people don't have like mature mindsets. And some of them just like being cool, some of them like just like being popular, the followers and like the dating.
Some people are like, you know what, like I don't need to go to school. And, you know, I don't want to go to college. I would rather just like sing or dance. It looks like it would be a very fun job, but in hindsight, being an idol is really hard. Just like mentally too.
Yeah. Physically, I can't even imagine too. Next, each member of a group has their own manager. Does he or she stay with you 24/7?
Usually, we just have a set manager, or if there's a lot of managers in the company, then depending on the day, managers will change. But if you are doing like your solo like activities, sometimes you might be given a different manager that's in the company so that the other manager can be taking care of the group. So it just depends.
Okay. I mean, I wouldn't imagine they stay with you 24/7.
But from what I heard, if you are like a really big group, you do get signed like your own like manager more.
Okay. Idols often put on earphones when they're walking into the airport. Do they actually listen to any music?
I think we put it very low because we still need to kind of like hear what the manager like kind of says and stuff.
Okay.
But I don't know why we do that or why they do that.
Yeah, maybe it looks cool.
Sometimes like they have like earphone sponsorships and stuff, which like I get that they might do that.
Yeah.
But
when I've been to some idol interviews, even when we are present, some of the idols were just chilling on the couch, listening to their AirPods and music and stuff. I think people just genuinely like listening to music, and they were just listening to it in the vans, and they just
they just popped out.
Right.
Yeah.
That's it. How to have stable hair? Like if you move, it's not messed up. Well, I think it's hairspray, but I want a deep explanation.
Hairspray is also the trick as well, but we have like different pins inside the hair too to kind of like set it down. Usually during rehearsals, hairstylists will see if the hair moves around a lot, and then the hairstylist will either, you know, put pins in certain areas or like fix the hair. So that's why when there's like a live performance, the hair looks so perfect, is because during the rehearsal everybody will be looking at the makeup and the hair, and we'll be like fixing it before the live show.
So you have a rehearsal just for like the looks and stuff.
Yeah, well, I mean, usually it's for like cameras and too, but they want to see if you look good as well.
Yeah,
so.
I was wondering this too, because like the ending Yojong scenes, they look perfect. The hair it didn't even move.
It is a lot of hairspray though.
Right. Would you ever go back doing music, like putting out songs of your own? Personal question.
I don't know if I would ever go back into it. I'm okay with it now. I obviously do like singing and stuff, so maybe like covers in the future.
Yep.
But as of now, I don't have any like thoughts about doing it.
Do you know any other ex-idols that would like to pursue other solo careers after they're disbanded?
I know so many idols after they come out of their companies, they try to go like solo, but it's hard. Being in a company and then coming out and doing like solo stuff and being like independent is so difficult.
What do you think the difference is? Why is it so hard?
Money.
Money?
Yeah, I think it's like money, and then also they manage your time.
Right.
They manage, where you're going to be coming out. They're doing the PR. They're doing the distributing for the music.
Right.
If you think about it, they do a lot for you, especially just the things. But when you're by yourself, you have to do all of that by yourself.
Right. And you can't do that alone.
Yeah, I think money is probably like the biggest. But at the end of the day, a lot of people and idols come out of the companies not making money. Which is the reason why they're trying to go solo, is because they don't want to be in a company. So it's very ironic in a way.
Do idols actually have time for their hobbies outside of work?
It depends on what hobbies it is, because sometimes they don't want you going out or like being in front of like people too much. So you do have to let them know what hobbies that you are going to be doing, and then they might be like, no, you can't do it, or you could do it. It depends on what the hobby is. If it's something where it involves a lot of people, then they might be like, no.
Right.
But if it's something that you could do like on your own, then they might be able to do that.
Yeah, that's why I found it so weird, because every single idol I interviewed and asked about their hobbies, it's either like collecting shoes or collecting something or doing something inside. It's like never something social.
It's never something like, I like to go outside.
Yeah,
and
no
play
sports. No
tennis or basketball with random people. Like, it just doesn't work out.
Right. And there was this one idol that even got scolded by their own company because he liked to ride motorcycles, and he went to like this motorcycle club, and then they were like, no, motorcycles are bad, clubs are bad, blah blah blah. How many days off do idols usually get? Weekends? It seems like they're always busy. Do you have weekends?
Not really. I don't think idols necessarily get like days off. Usually if you want like a week off, you would have to ask them, but they usually don't let you take vacations, which is the reason why most of the times when it's holidays and stuff, we don't even get to see our parents and stuff.
Right.
And that's when there's actually the most like events,
shows and
and stuff. But we don't really get days off. It depends. If you are maybe like not in like promotions and stuff and like having a comeback or having to practice every day, they might let you rest, but most of the times they just want you to practice, even if you are not doing anything.
Right. I've seen some people that are not in their promotions. They're waiting for their comeback season for a long time.
And then they just practice every day, right?
Yeah, they just practice every day, but they also manage their own time. They're like, I can do whatever I want.
Like, usually you can tell them, like, I'm going to have like lunch with a friend and then I'm going to come practice. It just depends.
Yeah. What is the worst part about being an idol? The worst.
That's a hard question. There's so many.
Is it the physical tiredness, mental?
That you get used to that. I think the worst part about being an idol is that there's just so many idols. It's so hard.
Oh, the competition.
Yeah, the competition. It's so hard to make it. And usually how people and how idols get like work or go on variety shows is either like the company to the PD, hey, we're the group, and then like kind of giving them something on the side. But if your company doesn't have money and you guys are just struggling, like it just doesn't work out. And I think it sucks because there's so many talented idols out there who work just as hard, if not even more, to be seen in the spotlight, but they don't get that recognition. So I think that's the hardest part.
Obviously, the talent does not equal popularity or fame in the idol scene. And there's a lot of factors other than that take into the aspect. And definitely as a YouTuber as well, I do relate. Competition is really harsh. Like, it's like 1 out of 100 YouTubers out there that actually get some views.
No, seriously. And I also think just the mindset, like, it's hard to be like mentally stable as an idol. it's not like the normal life like
Yeah.
of anybody. They're literally doing things that are like on the extreme.
Right.
You know, you don't get much sleep. You're always pushing yourself. There's competition.
So basically everything.
Yeah, just everything.
Oh
But,
no.
yeah.
Don't dream to be idols, guys. If you're not Superman. Okay. Oh, okay. If you're going live, I assume live streaming, are the staff monitoring them or controlling what they are going to say?
Before we go live, we'll have like a rundown. Don't say this, and this. Pinpoint and say stuff like this.
Yeah.
Depending on what live it is. But idols make mistakes too. Like, we've seen many idols make mistakes on live and they can't control it.
One time I was interviewing an idol. They were in the van and there was like this intermission session while we were just resting. And I just went in the van to get some of my things. And then they were doing V Live and they were like, no, don't come in. And then I was like, oh, I'm sorry. And then afterwards I heard that they do like these regular live sessions every break they have.
Yeah.
And apparently they don't have any script, but they have like things sorted out they're not supposed to say. So apparently you can only get like basic stuff from the lives, like no deep stuff, no tea. It's just
even like answering questions. An idol might answer it thinking that it's okay to answer, but then like the company might be like, why'd you answer a question like that? So,
and also the manager was sitting in the front seat. So how do idols manage their money? Do you have your personal account? Bank account?
Yeah, you do have a personal account, but I wouldn't know because I never made money.
Oh no!
I wouldn't know because I never made money, but I know sometimes they'll have like their parents manage it because if they manage it, it's gonna kind of like be a little bit too much. So most of the times,
Most
idols
of the
will have
times,
like somebody else managing their money,
or either they don't make it,
or either they don't make any money. But
I've heard so many cases that idols
like
actually
9 out
got
of 10
something on their bank account printed after like 7 years or something.
Yeah, I feel like 9 out of 10 would be they don't make money, but
Wait, but how do they buy all this like AirPods or the cosmetics?
Fans gift them the gifts.
Oh,
and
their
stuff.
gifts?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, they get a lot of gifts from fans, especially if you're like a male idol. They get more gifts and stuff. So that is the reason why you always see idols with like expensive clothes or like expensive bags and stuff, is because that.
Hair color. Do idols get to choose, or are they forced to get neon green for a comeback?
Oh man, I have a story about this. You don't get to choose when you're a rookie. And there was a time where they were like, Subin, you're gonna be going blonde for this comeback.
Yeah.
And I have like very like long natural hair, and I cried because I was like, please, can I not? Like, I don't want like blonde hair, but they're like, no, like you have to have it. So you are kind of like forced onto it. But sometimes you can be like, oh, can I try this hair color? Can I try this hair color? But most of the times, while they're having like a comeback preparation, the hairstylist will be in the room at the meeting as well. And then they'll be like, oh, I think that for this concept, this member's hair color should be this and stuff. So they're always there when we're doing like the big meetings and stuff for the next comeback.
I mean, are the reasons actually legit, or is the hairstylist like, oh, I think blonde will look good at her? I mean, I think this song's like cool, so blue.
Honestly, I feel like at the end of it, idols do every hair color.
They have a rotation.
Depending on the comeback, so
it's time to change your hair color.
There's no like set like strategy to it. I just think they just think, oh, this member might fit this concept more, so let's make them more blonde
Okay. Why didn't you like being blonde? Because it hurts your hair?
Yeah, I knew that it was gonna damage my hair. And but it was fun.
Okay.
Something that I would never do, but.
Okay, so can you choose to live on your own before debut? I guess like not in dorms and stuff?
It depends on like if you're going to be actually debuting and stuff. Because most of the times they don't know. So if they're not like super serious, or they don't have plans to make a group, then you might have permission to go from company to your house and stuff. But if you are getting closer to
the actual debut,
they want you in the dorms and stuff. So I think it depends on your status of when you're gonna do it.
I think that's reasonable. Yeah. Why do you think YG mistreats their girl groups as far as promotion supports an album?
I think we briefly talked about this.
Yeah?
I don't think they mistreat it. It might be something a little bit more strategic,
yeah.
right? Because they always want the suspense. They don't want things getting dulled out. Just every time they're coming out with a comeback, it'll be great.
Yeah.
I feel like us fans, we wouldn't even mind getting a 3-4 comebacks in a year.
Yeah.
But I think it's how they have certain things planned.
Yeah.
And also YG has so many artists as well that they're taking care of. I feel like they're just trying to do that. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that's just her opinion. You guys have your own
yeah.
opinions. Yeah. At what age are idols considered to be old?
See, this is a iffy question because people like, you know, 동방신기 or like Super Junior,
SNSD.
They're still they're on the older side now.
Yeah.
But I don't think there's like an old to be in.
It depends on the person. Yeah.
I feel like the better question is like if you think about it, when you're getting picked as a trainee, they always have like date. They're like, oh, you have to be born up to this, and it changes each and every year.
Oh yeah. The starting point.
Because that's when I was like, am I old? Because sometimes when I would go to do auditions, they'll be like up to 9, 3 or like it depends. So I was like, oh man, like I can't.
I mean, I couldn't apply for an idol right now.
Yeah.
Like I think they're getting like the 2000s.
Yeah, of course. Right now it's like all 2000s and stuff. So as long as a company doesn't have an age limit, I don't think you're ever too old to be an idol. But most companies do have an age limit because they want to have younger idols. So yeah.
Yeah, my personal take would be like if you're 2 more generations older than the current generation, I think that would be like a good way to say you're old, because like right now it's 4th gen and people don't even know 2nd gen. So yeah, maybe. How do labels deal with their idols when they're having mental health issues? They don't?
Not really. It depends because, well, actually, some idols, they really do get help from, you know, a psychiatrist, therapist. But most of the times, there's just like a taboo on like mental health in Korea and just in general.
Yeah.
So they'll most of the time just sometimes be like, you know what, like all idols deal with this, like, you know, everybody has dealt with this, but I don't think they see the severity of it because they think that they already know all idols are like that. They're always going to be having some sort of like mental issue, but I feel like they don't take it as seriously. Some companies do, and then they'll be like, okay, we'll give you a therapist and stuff, but most of the times, no.
Yeah, I mean, Korea in general don't have mental therapy or anything. Like, it's not widespread anyway, so I can't imagine idol companies, managements having therapists for mental care.
I know like bigger companies, they do take care of that, but then if you're like a smaller company, even giving you the money to be in like, you know, see a mental person, it's going to be difficult.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Are the bullying dating rumors normally a distraction of some controversial news? I think we could change the bullying dating rumors or other kinds of idol news as well. I mean, there are a lot of conspiracies out there because like coincidentally something big is going on and then
it's like swept under the
rug. People are like, oh, the government is trying to, you know, conceal it by putting out idol rumors and stuff like that.
It is, I would say it is true
because
sometimes these news portals, they know about these news way before, but they're just waiting to kind of put it out there. So I've heard from many idols who've already like known that it's to cover controversy.
There was a case in the past when a news outlet was found to have an archive of like entertainment scandals, like idol scandals, like shelved, and then once something came out, they were like, let's go inside, pick one, you know, that's
scary.
Of this magnitude and spread it. But I don't know, like we can't see every single thing like that. So how often do idols have vacations?
Rarely. Like longest, they might give you like a week or 2. It's very rare that they give you like a month. They only give you like a month if like you were like being an idol for like years, you never got arrested.
Super successful.
Because I heard BTS, like they got to rest like 1 month. But before that, they didn't get to rest at all. So usually like a week or 2.
Would idols be able to travel overseas or like no?
Well, I mean, the perks about it is if you are kind of like Korean American or like I lived in America, and I'm gonna go see family. So people who are from the States or from a different country, they technically do get a little bit of a longer vacation, but it's also 눈치 보여 because like sometimes you're getting a longer vacation than your members. Your members gonna be like, that's not fair. We work just as hard. Well, why is Subin getting a longer vacation?
How do some idols manage to secretly date? I really hope they can get some freedom.
Idols date around like nighttime because that's when there's not a lot of people.
Yeah.
And usually because after practice, that's the only time you're gonna be out having, for yourself.
Right.
If they go to like a cafe or a restaurant, it'll be in like a closed setting, like a room. Or they might just go out of Seoul because then there's less people and stuff. Or some idols do a lot of car dates as well.
Yeah.
For me personally, I think I would always like meet them at night, or like we would go to like Hangang and stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of dispatch people getting caught at Hangang. I don't know why. I just feel like it's just something that's refreshing for idols and stuff.
Basically where there's no people.
Yeah.
How do idols date non-K-pop people, like not related to the industry at all? Have you seen those cases?
Yeah, I've seen a lot of cases like that. Usually it's because they dated them before.
Oh, yeah.
They were... Once you start dating a lot of idols, you'll realize that some idols are just very full of themselves. Because if you think about it, their job is getting attention from people, So a lot of male idols, they're not the best boyfriends. A lot of male idols are not the best boyfriends. I have no good experiences with dating idols. So I think the reason why people like date non-K-pop idols is because they want nothing to do with that. But yeah, usually you'll meet them like in like a different setting. It's difficult though. There's perks because if you're non-K-pop, they don't really know about like the life and stuff, and it's just like a normal relationship. But then if you start dating an idol, like it's convenient because they'll understand the struggles you're going through, and you guys will be able to cope together through that. But at the same time, like, they're just really busy too. There's just so many factors that will break the relationship of dating a K-pop idol than a non-K-pop person.
Yeah. So do idols who are in high school physically go to school? Do they only go for half the day?
They go to school. It depends. If they're going to debut very soon, then they'll get permission from the school and stuff. But most of the times, they do want you to finish your studies. So up to like high school, I do think that they want you to try as much. And then college is your own decision. But a lot of idols can't go to college because you have to go, like, attendance is very important, and like you can't miss out. So
from what I know, like if you go to ordinary high schools, you basically finish the whole education. But if you go to like special art schools or something, they give you like free passes to actually practice with the companies and stuff. So if you're in those schools, I think the idols will not be that present in school. And for college, my college actually had a long list of idols. It's a really good place for them. And what I've heard is like they only appear like 3 times for the whole semester. And the professor just gives them,
That's why there was a lot of controversies too with that, because other college students are going every day all the time, but then idols are getting a degree without putting in that
They
much
just
time and
appear for
effort.
some tests and maybe presentations and that's it.
But I'm saying, like, if you're not going to be there, what makes you think that they're going to learn anything from 2 to 3 sessions and ace a test at the same time too? Anyways.
Yeah. David, if you were an idol, which group you'd wish to be a part of?
Ooh. You can't say BTS.
I'm not gonna say BTS because I don't want to be at that level of fame. And I know, I mean, like, no offense, but like, you just listen to their songs, like Jungkook's My Time. They don't have any personal life. They don't have any time. I mean, maybe they have some luxury at this point, but I would want to be one of those idols that are making money, but not are super famous to get like tracked by common civilians every day. Like,
oh my god, that's gonna be so hard.
I know that sweet spot.
That's super hard.
But
that's
level,
not fun.
But like a
Give
little
us
bit lower.
just a group.
Just like, a group?
Like,
okay, I want to be a member of NCT.
Ooh.
Just because they have a lot of members and I would have the lower chance of being recognized in public.
But then you're not going to be making as much money.
But still, I'd be an SM and I could have a career.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, last question. Who pays for plastic surgery, the agency or trainees idols themselves?
Most of the times the agencies will get a discount from the plastic surgery.
Oh.
Yeah, especially because like the plastic surgery place, they'll take like a picture.
Yeah.
It's like a form of marketing.
Oh yeah. It's
if you go to like a lot of plastic surgery places, you might see like pictures of like idols who have taken pictures there. They don't necessarily tell you like what part they did, but they'll give you like a discount, which is a lot cheaper than like the normal.
But at the end, the agency pays. pays?
Yeah, the agency pays.
Okay.
And before you get surgery, you always have to get permission from your agency. So if the agency is like, no, we're not going to be funding it, then the idols will be getting it at themselves. But most of the times, the agencies will pay.
Okay.
It's still going to be considered your debt anyway.
I mean,
so.
I guess if the agency pays, it would be the agency wanting you to get a surgery.
They'll ask the doctor and be like, does she really need it? Or, you know, anything. Most of the time, the doctors will be like, yeah, it'll be good if she has it and stuff. But a little secret, most K-pop idols go to the plastic surgery places before comebacks and they'll get things tweaked here and there. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like not like they get plastic surgery once and they're done. K-pop idols are constantly, you know,
evolving.
No, I'm serious. Like either they get like a lifting or you know they change their nose slightly or.
I mean that's why we get those comments like, oh, she kind of looks a little different.
Looks a little different. Yeah,
but looks good.
Seriously, that it's a thing.
Okay, so that was it. Oh, thank you for answering all those questions,
Yes.
Subini. There were a bunch of questions, but we just had to summarize them up to like this much. I hope you enjoyed this session. As we said, if you have additional questions, please put them in the comments or follow us on Instagram. Send them via our DMs, and next time we might do a session 2.
Yeah, or if you guys want to see anything else too, us reacting to stuff or a certain video, let us know in the comments down below, and we'll be keeping track of everything or video ideas as well.
Yep. Okay, see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye. Oh yeah, go to Naked Soul.
Go to Naked Soul. Wow, you're promoting better than me.
Better than you. This is the shirt that I have.
Yeah, Namsan Tower. Okay, go buy that, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye.